all trying to stock up, but are we getting the right stuff? Before you hit the stores, you need to hear these tips. We're going to be shopping with Dr. Samir Sinha, an emergency preparedness expert who volunteers with the American Red Cross. Hello, Dr. Sinha.
How are you, Maya?
I'm well. How are you?
Very good, thank you.
So everybody's rushing out there getting toilet paper and hand sanitizer, but what should we be grabbing if we have to stay home for 2 weeks?
Non-perishable goods are where you want to start at. You've got beets, you've got cabbage, then you want to think about things that are high-energy foods, granola bars, canned meats, canned vegetables. Beans are really good. They're high in protein, and they're very filling. Rice, those sorts of things that can last a long time, even up to a year, because you may never know when you're going to be stuck at home.
So we eat this.
Well, one of the things I always say is, like, if you're quarantined, you should have a little bit of enjoyment. Right. So if you have your favorite snacky foods, sure, get those too, but you just don't want to be living on that alone. Could you be stuck without a water supply? So do you actually have, some jugs of water ready to go? And thinking about, at least a 3-day supply is what we recommend in case there's an absolute emergency where things are down and you are stuck at home. If you're stuck at home and you're sick, do you have enough toilet paper? But with COVID, you might want to think about lots of Kleenex because it's a respiratory condition. And finally, make sure that your prescriptions are up to date. Because if you're stuck at home tomorrow, did you actually refill those prescriptions or are you going to run out?
What about cleaning supplies?
Yeah, so again, you want cleaning supplies that are good against things like COVID and other things. And so basically anything that's a good disinfectant or a cleaner. So those are the things you want. Bleaches, you want soaps. Those sorts of things actually are really, really good. You just want to make sure you clean surfaces thoroughly and you clean surfaces often, especially when we're thinking about door handles and other things where many hands will touch those things.
How much should we be getting?
Well, the key thing is, right, think about how much you eat. Think about how many people are in your household. Is it you? Is it an entire family? Is there a pet involved? And then what would you need to last and eat for 2 weeks or so? And that's what you should be thinking about. And then put that aside.
What if somebody in your household has COVID-19 and you haven't tested positive for it? How do you protect yourself?
So this is where we might say if you're living in multiple stories or if you have another family member, you might live in a different part of the house. You might make sure that you're cleaning surfaces, that you're not touching, each other's faces and spreading those droplets that actually occur. So that's where we'd recommend that people try and separate because there may be a chance that person stays not infected, and that's better for their health. And it's better for peace of mind for the person who is infected.
If it's too late and I'm self-quarantined and I don't have the supplies to get me through 2 weeks, what should I do?
We always say, in disaster preparedness, have a buddy, right? It's no good if you have family members or your best friends living across the country. They can't really do much for you. But if you have a buddy, for example, they can pick things up for you as well, and they can drop them off. What you want to do is make sure that if they're dropping something off, maybe they can drop it outside your door so that you're not actually coming into close human contact with each other. That way you can actually make sure that things are delivered to you, but you're also not putting that other person at risk. One nice thing is we have apps where you can get things ordered. A lot of these delivery services, they're worried that people are going to stop using them, and these are folks that are often, if they don't work, they don't get paid. So there are people who want to do this work, but we need to be respectful of each other.
So if you're stuck at home sick, keep your courier safe. To avoid contact, ask them to drop off your takeout at the door.